Hi, this is Jason Dreier. This is my vlog for 7/9/2008. I'm doing it a day early. I'm not around on Wednesdays to do it. And I wanted to talk about another parenting technique that I used really successfully for bedtimes. Now, at the time I established it, it was for a 7-year-old and a 12-year-old. And it's the idea that kids really do well with established rules, with established sets of consequences and punishments, and that just the do what I say doesn't always work. It's like the idea of rule by king versus rule by law. My kids, when I first got married, I married actually the mother of my son, but she had had another child, my stepdaughter, and they had a problem going to bed. So we established a policy that simply said, and we even wrote it out, and they signed it, and we reviewed it, and it basically says, hey, you have to go to bed on time with a 10-minute leeway each night, or the next night, however late you go to bed, you have to go to bed that much earlier. And then on Thursdays, you have to go to bed exactly on time, or you lose your weekend privileges, which we let our kids stay up all night if they want to, and amazingly enough, it's worked out pretty well. It hasn't been as big of a problem as one would think, but you might not want to do that, just a later bedtime on weekends. And it worked out great because it's a progressive punishment. So if they go, their bedtime's 7 and they go to bed at 7:20, then they have to go to bed at 6:40 the next night, and if they don't go to bed at 6:40, they go to bed at 6:50, then it's 6:30. And since that time, there's been no fighting. In fact, the great thing about having written rules is that once my son went to bed at, I think his bedtime at the time was 8 or 9, and he went to bed at 8:10 exactly, and I said, oh, you have to go 10 minutes earlier, and he said, no, we're a 10-minute leeway, including the 10-minute mark. So we actually had to pull out the rule and look at it, and sure enough, he was right. And it was great because I was able to say, oh, you're right, we have it written down. The 10 minutes is on your side. Anyway, so written rules work for some cases, and I think they're a good practice in parenting.